Sales are slow, but you still have bills. Today, we are going to be talking about how to increase your sales during slow times. Hi, I'm Amy Walker, Client Acquisition Specialist, and I help you find the simplest, most effective way to consistently get your dream client. And I'm excited that you're here with us today. Everybody has slow, slumpy times in their sales. It could be seasonal, like you have seasonal times of the year where your sales are just slow. It could be situational, where something external has happened that is now affecting your sales, like, I don't know, a global pandemic or a hurricane or a fire or something. Or it could be something that you truly don't really know what's happening. You just know that sales are a little slow and slumpy right now. So today what I'm going to be doing is sharing with you what to do in that circumstance to get your sales back on track. So I'm going to cover a couple of things in this video. First is I'm going to tell you the surprising reasons why your sales are slow. You might not realize, but there are almost always reasons why your sales are slow. So I'm going to share with you what that is so you can prepare better for the future. It's a lot easier to keep those problems out than it is to fix them once they're there. And then I'm going to go through and I'm going to give you 5 different strategies that you can use during slow sales times in order to get sales up. And I'm going to tell you the one thing that can bring in sales but will actually hurt your business. So make sure you stay until the very end for that, because you don't want to just get the sales and then actually have it cause problems for your business in the long run. Okay, so let's jump in. First thing I told you is let's talk about what actually causes slow sales. It's caused by one of a couple things. The first one is that 3 months ago, your marketing wasn't hot. So it might be a little bit different for you. It might be 6 weeks, it might be 4 months, depends on the length of your sales cycle. For me and for a lot of businesses, it's about on average 3 months. And so if you have a slumpy sales month and you look back to your lead generation about 3 months ago, usually there's a gap in your marketing that has led to the gap in sales. We don't like that, but it is very true. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to be proactive by having a 12-month marketing calendar. I love having a year planned out because I can look at the year and I know that our marketing is okay. Or I see like, oh, what's up with March 2021? There's nothing going on that month. What are we going to do? And I can plan it way ahead of time so that I'm being proactive, not reactive. So that's the first thing you can do to correct your sales slump. The second reason why it could be slumpy is because your sales team is lagging in energy and in excitement. Let's be honest, doing sales calls day in, day out requires a lot of discipline. And if you look at the personality of a great salesperson, we tend to be energy driven, we tend to be excitement driven, we tend to be really motivated by like movement. And so just dialing. There are times where it gets slumpy just because of the overall energy of the team. And so if that's the case, you may want to look at what can I do to like get people excited? Can I do some promotions for this month? Can I throw out a contest? Can I create some momentum just with the salespeople that are on our team? And if you are the salesperson on your team, this might be a good time to look at your energy level. Is it slumpy or is it pretty good? Third reason why your sales might be slumpy is because it's a seasonal thing. I have 2 months of the year that can be a little bit tricky for me. One is December, the other month is May. The reason December can be tricky for me is because a lot of business owners are taking time off during December. A lot of businesses have spent their budget for the year by December, and so they're looking ahead to next year. A lot of their customers are kind of on slow down mode, so they also go on slow down mode, and they just think December is not really the month to start something new. I get all of that. Every single thing about that is valid. I still have bills to pay in December, and so do you. So if you've got that bad month, you have to come up with a proactive strategy to keep sales high during that month. The other month for me that gets a little slumpy is May. Although I am making this video right now. It is actually May and I'm having one of my best months ever. So it's not a rule, but the reason May is because normally May is a very busy month for parents because they have all these end of the year activities and all of these things, which is probably why my May is great right now. But there's so many things going on that their personal life kind of takes precedence over their business life during the month of May. And I do attract a lot of parents, probably because I have 5 kids and people are like, I want to do business with somebody who understands my need for family balance, right? It makes sense. So I have to make sure that if I want those 2 months to be good, I have to be running promotions about 3 months before to generate the right types of leads that will close during those months. So that's how I counterbalance those. Okay, let's jump into our strategy. So if you're in a month right now and you're going, okay, sales are slumpy, what do I do? The first thing that you can look at is you can look at increasing your lead flow through prospecting. Now, the reason I'm going to say prospecting is because prospecting, you can get in LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which if you've been on my channel a while, you know I love. It's a great tool. I can get on today and I can find a hot lead list and I can start reaching out with an irresistible ask and having conversations with people in a short period of time. So with a marketing campaign, it's going to take longer for those leads to trickle in. Most marketing campaigns take 3 weeks to 6 months to successfully acquire leads. So if you need new people to talk to right now, I'm going to recommend that you look for prospecting in order to increase leads. Okay, the second thing I want you to look at is your low-hanging fruit. We all have it in our business. These are the past clients who had a great experience working with us. These are the current clients who could do more with us or could refer other people to us. And these are the leads who have been close to the fence for a while that with a little incentive, we could push over the edge. So when you're in a slumpy month and you want to increase sales quickly, you don't have time really to go out and acquire a ton of new people and take them through the sales cycle. Like you need sales right now. Find the low-hanging fruit. So that's going to be people who have bought from you in the past, current clients, referrals of current clients. Those will be your best options for how to get sales moving quickly. Step number 3, increase the number of sales calls that you hold. I just don't know any other way to bring a lot of money into your business other than sales. Like that's pretty much it. So increase the number of calls that you're doing. Give a challenge to increase the volume. Set a personal goal for yourself that you're going to double the number of sales conversations that you have this week. It will take 1 or 2 weeks of increased sales effort before you see the numbers start to come in. But if you can increase the number of sales conversations, the number of sales follows pretty quickly after. So you might be slumpy this week, 3 weeks from now, it could be a totally different story. Strategy number 4 is going to be to rewrite your reach out scripts. That goes along with getting more sales calls going on. The thing about your reach out scripts where you're asking people to have a sales call is if you keep them the same over and over and over again, they feel a little bit like white noise. People just get used to it. They feel like the opportunity is always there, so there's no sense of urgency. So when you really need to increase the number of sales calls, pulled my hair up. Sometimes you also want to just change up that script and change up that process a little bit so that it feels new, it feels exciting, it feels like something that they really want to do. All right. Strategy number 5 is going to be bundle pricing and restructured offers. So I know a lot of businesses right now, their sales are slumpy because of the global pandemic and their industry has just slowed down. And so what you might want to do in that situation is really look at restructuring your offers. So maybe instead of offering full service, you offer a partial service. Maybe you can bundle a couple of smaller things together to create an offer that makes sense for them to look at right now. But sometimes just taking a fresh new look at your offers will open people's eyes and ears and get them excited to buy. I will tell you, people are buying right now. I'm having a great sales month. People are buying. So I don't want you to buy into the story that they're not. But what I did was I restructured my offers. So instead of selling, a full service experience, I plucked out a certain section and said, okay, what people really need right now is client acquisition plans. How can I get that to them as fast as possible? And I plucked that out, and that's what's selling amazingly well right now. So just look at how can I restructure things in order to get people moving in. All right, the moment you've all been waiting for. The thing that you can do that will bring you sales now that will hurt your business down the road: discounts and sales. The reason why is because a lot of times when you're doing sales and discounts to fill a sales gap, what you're doing is borrowing against the money that people would have spent with you later. So sometimes you are, and I'm talking about like blanket sales, okay? There are ways to do this a little bit more strategically, but if you're just saying, okay, I need cash, so maybe you're a hairstylist, so you're gonna do 20% off haircuts, and now a bunch of people come in, and they come in early. Those are the same people who would have come in, and they would have bought from you at full price. So you basically robbed from a month from now sales in order to cover your bills today. That's not going to be a great model for your business, because then you'll have multiple months of sluggish sales. Now you could do that promo for new people. So any new clients could get 20% off of service, because then those are new sales that you wouldn't be stealing from your future. So just be careful if you're going into sales and discounts in order to pull out of a sales slump. Just really be careful with your profit margin. Really look at who's going to buy it and make sure that it truly does make sense. What might be better is to offer a sale on a product that not very many people are familiar with and using, and let that bring in some cash, and then also let that generate reorders in the future. That would be a better way to handle it. All right, my friends, I would love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment. Let me know what made sense to you, what you liked. If you have any questions as well, if you leave me a question here, I will be sure to answer it. And I would love if you would like this video, share it with any other like-minded entrepreneurs. If you would like to join our private Facebook community, come on over to the Acquire group. It's a great place. I do behind the scenes trainings, give you business tips, and it's just a great place to connect with other like-minded entrepreneurs who also want to acquire more clients. If you haven't gotten it yet, the Sales and Marketing Scorecard, you guys, I'm so excited about this assessment. It is, I worked really hard to create a very good assessment, and also worked really hard on those improvement plans so that you can get clear on what is broken in your marketing, and you can also be very clear on what you need to do to fix it. So if you haven't done it yet, make sure you go fill that out, because it is free for a while. I don't know how long it's going to be free for, but it is free for a while, and I'm excited for you to be able to have that. Okay, that's it, you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that your business is growing and thriving, and you have got new customers banging on your door. And if you don't, just come back. We got a lot of great trainings to help you in that department.